back everyone, Shikay Hawken here, reporting for the gun dismantling. So, don't worry, I'm okay. Today, I was going to play something more hyperactive in a way, but honestly, I am not exactly in the mood for that. So, I'm fine. This is actually just done in consideration of what happened to others today because I'm pretty sure January for as a Vtuber fans is not exactly good, isn't it? Like, yeah, you know, shit happens here and there, and honestly, as much as I want to be the positive guy, I just can't help to kind of feel sympathy for the fans of Vtuber, you know? I mean, as I am a fan of Vtuber as well, as you may know. But how do I approach this? I know it's not a good way to start the stream, that's one thing to be done because, like, I can't help. I just can't help. Like, I'm seeing others feel down, I just can't help to feel down at times. Especially since I am technically within the fandom, right? Whether you're a fan of Niji, fans of Hollow or Fisho. Do I really call Fisho just Fisho because I'm too lazy? Yeah, I guess that's how it is now. It's just sucks when you know there is a talented VTuber that's doing really well, just kinda gone, right? I'm just gonna go with some older model that I have for now because I haven't buy the game. I really need to be mind myself about it, to be honest, but oh well. So it's just I feel bad for the community right now. Like the last 2 weeks, it's ridiculous, you know. Because honestly, the community doesn't deserve the situation, but here we are. But I'm just gonna go specific. Gonna talk about Mal a little bit for today because honestly, for termination, it's not in a really bad, like super bad. Don't get me wrong. Termination in general is just bad. Yes, but it's not as bad as what happened in the past, right? And looking at the stuff from the messages and stuff, like, looks like everyone doesn't want this to happen. Even Tanigo wish he can get you know, the, how do I say this? Even he want to find a solution but can't, which is kind of sad. But what can you do, right? I mean, if you cannot find solution, something had to happen. Like, honestly, I'm surprised since the whole time I thought Mel was doing fine. No one expect this. Not even her friends, apparently, because they just find out last night as well. Like, what can you do about it, right? But at the very least, though, at the very least, I'm just kinda glad that they still give Mels a chance to at least say goodbye. Because usually when you see termination, by usually I mean like a few occasion times where we've seen big corpo Vtuber got forcefully retired by termination. Usually they don't give anyone a chance. Yet they did with Mel. So I'm kind of glad they do that at least. Because looks like it. I think Mel stepped on a landmine by accident. That's what happened here. That's just speculation though, so I think we'll just leave it at that. I know it's kind of wrong to talk about it on at the very beginning of the stream, but I just kind of want to get it out of my chest because, like, man, I thought this year's gonna be a good year for VTuber, you know. Like, in like for big corpos, both sides, by the way, not just one side or the others, just for all sides. Because I've heard some good news as well from Niji's side, so there is that. But then there are just things that just slaps you in the face. But I also seen some discourse online earlier, actually, about why you shouldn't support one thing, why you should support the other thing. Like, mate. Yeah, I know, right? Like, this stupid discourse about, like, oh my god, I shouldn't support a corpo VTuber because they're gonna gone anyway because they will get retired or something. Like, really? Are you fucking idiot? Like, I know there will be God, but so is normal streamers, so is other indie VTubers, so is any other job. Because streaming at this point is a job, even though some people still doesn't accept that. I know, but it's just, why do you have to push that narrative that you shouldn't support a certain type of VTuber just because they are in corporation or something, right? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I mean, I get it because I used to be in that position. Like, even though my Oshi is actually a corpo VTuber, if you don't know, uh, it's just that's just dumb in my ears at this point. Like, dude, yes, I know it doesn't help the talent if you support the company blindly. Like, you just think, oh yeah, this company always do things right, blah 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 blah. Okay, but then uh you have people that just decided to don't sup- ju- just don't support anything. Like, I've seen that earlier on Facebook. Like, what? Like, some people try to convince others to not support the VTubers at all, the talent at all, just because they're in a certain company. Like, that's really dumb. That's just really really stupid in my ears. Cause just let people have fun, you know. I know I'm kind of like I'm threatening because I'm dealing with guns, but no, I'm not. I'm not threatening. I'm just saying some of my opinion about it. Like, I'm just questioning some of this logic. Like, yeah, but then if you don't support them, they'll gone. They're also gone. Like, so many indie VTubers that, as much as I wish they flourish, they had to graduate because they don't have enough support. So yeah, get it off your system, bro. Don't worry about that. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. It's just so stupid. Also, 7-6, welcome. I forgot to greet you. I'm ranting a little bit. Like, uh, why are you trying to stop people from enjoying what they are? Like, honestly, I've I've seen some videos despite that they are really good, they don't have enough support. Like, yes, I'm pretty sure some of you know that I'm against a certain company or certain VTubers. I'm not gonna mention it now because that is beside the point. But the point here is, if someone like it, then let them enjoy it, right? I mean, this is like the logic of video games as well, or any hobby actually. Like, just can you just let people have their fun while it lasts, you know? It it just doesn't make any sense in my head to convince people to stop enjoying something just because they think it's gonna be gone. Like, look at the free-to-play games, for example. This is a bit of a stretch, but you get what I mean. Free-to-play games won't last. Everyone knows that. And so is live service bullshit. Because that one, it's a different situation, but the point is that eventually the game is gone, but is the thing still enjoyable despite you know that? Well, for me, yes. I'm seeing that reality already because I've been playing free-to-play games for years now. Over a decade already, I play a lot of free-to-play games, and all of them come and go. That's just how it is with the free-to-play industry. So, I don't see any problem. Yet some people just decided, oh no, 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 if you know it's gonna be good, then don't enjoy it, blah blah blah. Like, what are you, an asshole? Right? That sounds like an asshole in my eyes. I mean, my ears, sorry, because the one that can listen to voice is ears, not eyes. But then what? What can you do, right? Just enjoy it. Just let people enjoy it. Just enjoy it if you want to enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, whether we fight, if we just fight each other, it's not gonna solve the problem. That's one thing. The other thing is, you should, you know, just let people enjoy what they want. Because it just doesn't make any sense to stop people. Stopping users from enjoying their favoritism sounds like it goes both ways, but generally that's Twitter. Surprisingly, I'm not seeing that on Twitter. I found the one thing that I start to criticize not on Twitter. I actually found it on Facebook for once, which is just goes to say that doesn't matter what platform, there's gonna be an idiot like that, you know. Yeah, I'm directly calling them idiot because, like, they are an idiot. Like, why are you stopping people from just enjoying themselves? I mean, I am in that position, and as a younger self, like, I'm stopping people from enjoying one thing or preventing them from playing something. But this year, I just realized that that doesn't solve anything. If anything, that's going to kill what they enjoy, what you enjoy much faster. Like, what can I say about that, right? Boggles my mind that anyone would be using Facebook to this day, but then it's that mindset, so oh well. Yeah, I'm using Facebook. Shut up. Yes, I know I'm a boomer at this point, according to people that use any other social media, but yeah. But anyway. I just don't think it doesn't make any sense to force people to not enjoy something just because you don't enjoy it or you know it's gonna be gone. Now, the stupidest thing here is that these people actually telling it like it's not like it's gonna be like something. There is one side that's gonna be gone no matter what, and the other side will never be gone. No. At the end of the day, everything is gonna be gone. Let's just be real here. You can be gone, I can be gone, my PC can be gone, your car can be gone. Like, yeah, you can restore it, but is it the same? Not really. I mean, it's close, but not the same. Because at one point, people consider it's total, for example, right? With cars, for example, as an example. But can you not enjoy it just because of that? No. You still can enjoy it while it lasts. I mean, sure, it's gonna be annoying to maintain those stuff. But you still enjoy it while it works. So why not, right? Don't see a problem with that. But clearly some people take an issue with that. I mean, it's quite an interesting topic to me. Like, I never really discussed this with anyone. Because I don't know, what do you guys think? Should people not enjoy things just because they can gone at any time? Or should people just blindly enjoying things until they just realize, oh, this is gonna be gone? Because the thing is, the enjoyment is what the moment that you want. You... fuck's sake, I pressed the wrong one. It's just mind-boggling. There are people that actually try to convince people to stop others. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. Because I've been enjoying my game. Like, I enjoy GBO2, despite people tell me that it's a bad game. Well, it kinda is with what's surrounding it, but as a core game, it's good for me. But then, I'm in that position as well before, where I try to stop people playing for God Evo because I don't enjoy it. Like, don't be an asshole like that. Yes, I'm an asshole back then. And by back then, I mean just a year ago. Because it's around that time. I'm just gonna admit, I can be an asshole sometimes without realizing it, and my friend actually make me realize that I'm quite a dick about it. So yeah, please be aware when you're being a dick. No one likes that. So moral of the story: don't be a dick, really, when especially at times like this. Like, I know you want to capitalize on people not seeing that. Some people actually just kind of want to see others fall for whatever reason. That was really dumb as well. But it's just, yeah, I know it sounds like a hypocrite because I've done that before, but we learn every day, okay? So yeah, I mean, at some point, I actually like. I think Matthew will be surprised, but at some point, I actually shit on a certain company in front of my friend. And that's how I learned that I'm not supposed to do that. Yes, I know it hurts someone a little bit, maybe a lot, because as a fans of something, you're gonna be really sentimental with the franchise that you're following, right? But if I never did that, I'm probably gonna do it in the worst way possible at some point in the future. So yeah, I admit there are some VTubers I generally dislike, but I keep it to myself. Just gotta be mature person about it and consider the cause and effect of things. That's true. If you don't like something, I mean, you can tell someone, about it. That at least the one that you're close with, you know. But don't do it on public. Some people doesn't take it nicely. That's one thing that I learned. Like, this is a personal experience with my friend basically as well, because I've done that to my friend without realizing it. We're still friends, don't worry. In fact, we're just beating each other directly on fighting game now. Offline, by the way. Not in real life, but still fighting each other, but offline. But I learned from that he doesn't like it, which means knowing him, because he's not exactly a sensitive person per se. Like, I mean, he's sensitive to certain things, but not everything. Like Twitter user, it's just, you just realize that, oh, what you did is wrong. You shouldn't do that. But yeah, life works in a strange way. So you have solid point there. Well, true. But I think that's about thing that I could think about right now. Like, I just wonder why some people decided to just force people that if they don't like it, then they have to stop it, or they force others to change it. I just don't get it. Even today, I still don't get it. Even though I've seen a lot of examples of things being changed, sometimes for the worse, because someone didn't like it. Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Wait, I haven't unlocked this Beretta, really? Really, Shikay? This classic Beretta 92? I know it's kinda sucks on CS 1.6 back then, but come on. Anywho. I just kinda wish people start to realize what they do doesn't help anyone. Because it certainly doesn't help me and my friendship. So that is that. You can express your dislike about someone or something without a negative aura in your delivery, a detail that's no longer common around the net. Yeah, because people never get punched in the face. I did get punched in the face. I did get into his argument into a fight. But people so comfortable behind the screen these days that they just think that they can say whatever they want. That's what's going on, right? I'm just gonna go with this sniper while we're at it. Nice. Mike Tyson reference. Hang on. I don't even exactly referring to that. Which line? It's just something that kind of roaming in my mind without I'm realizing it, I guess. Yeah, I guess that happens. Oh. Which one do I go about here? No? But yeah, like, it's just something that I kinda confuse at times with some of these people, man. You did say something along the lines of people being too comfortable behind the screen who never got punched. Ah. Okay, that makes sense now. But yeah, then again, just don't be a dick, yeah? We learn every day. I mean, I know I made my own mistake while doing stuff like that as well before. I did that before, we learn from mistake. Because obviously, if you never make a mistake, then you don't learn. Hell, that's actually being taught from a lot of video games. So Wait, this is a field strip. Is it a field strip? No, it's a full disassembly. But yeah, just so you know, you still talk to other people, even on internet. They're not an NPC like in video games that you can bully. Hell, even these days, some NPC can bully you back if you try to bully them. Even in the 90s when you try to bully a chicken on Zelda game. I never played personally, but I do find out that that can happen. But yeah. Oh, hang on. Quotes aside, I'm gonna stuff my mouth with bagels. Hey, that sounds nice. So, also, yeah, you probably realize that I don't have music anymore. Yeah, it's been a while. I need to find a composer at some point. Make BGM for me. Is it bagels or bagels? I don't know how to pronounce stuff, okay? I'm sorry. My pronunciation is bad. You know what? That's a good time to move on from that topic, I guess. Okay, which one did I need to get rid of next? Can I? No, I still can't get rid of that. This? No? You did state why regarding the BGM, so don't worry. So, did you give a listen to what I've posted in the music channel? I did. Unfortunately, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. As nice as it is, you offer it. Not my style. Let's just say. So, oh, that's not the one. Which one should I pull off? Game? It's been such a long time since the last time I do this. I don't remember which part that I can pull out. This one? No. I'm pretty sure there is some sort of pin that I can pull off somewhere here. Not that. Barrel? No. Ah, head. That is not related. No, that's not what. Okay, whatever. We do call it bagels. It's all good. I try and lend a hand whenever possible. Yeah. Thanks a lot, mate. It's really hard to find the specific one that I want. Right? Okay, where the hell is the part? Oh, hang on. There you go. Found it. That's that one pin. I'm pretty sure if I'm doing it in real life, it's probably a little easier because I can just start pulling things apart on purpose. Not ideal, but you can. Yeah, some of the stuff that you can do on a game actually much easier if you do it in real life for some reason. Yeah, just tell me about those simulator games I've seen, cooking simulators. Like, I have a feeling it's gonna be much easier to actually just cook in real life than cooking simulator. But yeah, it's just something, alright. It's just something. Okay. Right. Anywho. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about my Vtuber stuff a little bit while I'm at it here. Cause I'm pretty sure some of you curious, what the hell am I trying to make? Well, I could only say a few things right now because I want to keep it as a secret, but at the same time, I want to give you guys some insight what I'm trying to do here. So I'm be real though, when you know someone that you love so dearly is about to live your life, it ain't easy. But she wouldn't want me to be sad, so I'm smiling for her. Yeah, you should be like that, cause you don't want to make them feel sad before they go away. That's just the worst for them. Like, I know it's kinda backward in for some people. Like, why would you smile in front of a dying people? Unless you're a villain, that is obviously in a bad intention, right? If you're doing it as in like to give comfort to the one that is living, then it's all good. It's actually encouraged to do that. But if you do it in bad faith, well then fuck you. That's one thing that I'm going to say. And second, uh, why? Unless you're an enemy, right? I mean, if I'm an enemy with someone, yeah, I would do that to them. Not gonna lie, I'm just gonna say that, yeah, no fucking way I'm going to make you live while feeling comfortable. I'm gonna make it uncomfortable as possible for you if you are my enemy. But yeah, just give them your biggest smile when someone is departing from your life. Strangely enough, I never left anyone from my past in either good or bad terms until the last 4 years. Oh. For the last 4 years though. Yeah, that's a lot of rough stuff, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that. So, spring go away. Even though spring is coming our way this season. Okay, can I remove the barrel now? No? Oh yeah, the gas tube first. Right. Oh, right. But yeah, I'm just glad though they are not exactly do that. It's more of being thank you for everything, sort of why are you leaving us? Make sure it's nice for both sides. Yeah, true. I mean, it's still sad. Don't get me wrong, it's still gonna be really sad when that happened, but if you want to say goodbye, make sure just say that, yeah, I'm glad I met you, or something like that, right? Because that way they will at least feel appreciated. That's the very least. What the hell am I supposed to pull off now? Am I missing something? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, fuck's sake. This is a single piece. But yeah. It's just something that you need to keep in mind. That you're still interacting with human at the end of the day. I hope this didn't get emotional all of a sudden, cause I didn't mean to. No, don't worry. I got used to it before. You never can fully get used to it actually. Cause at some point it will happen again. It will happen again, and you should be ready for that. As ready as you can. Because fully ready is impossible. Like what we saw earlier today, you never expect that, right? Like, yeah, you can be ready for something to happen, and then when it actually happened, and then, oh, I'm not ready for this. It happens all the time. Why haven't I bloody do this? How am I missing that? Um. Right. Let's put some SMG, I guess. Oh wait, I haven't done the assembly part of that. Let me put that gun back up real quick. But yeah. Anyway, I'm still working on the Vtuber model, mostly the lore, and Ran is actually working on the model slowly as well as I am working on the lore. So it's really interesting to some people that some people would go with like, yeah, let's do it immediately with certain, like, just do this, that immediately. Well, we just have different way of doing, I guess, but in our case, we purposely trying to take our time because the first one, you know, my legendary giraffe neck model uh, was yeah, you know, it's it's something. Let's just say it like that. But that was more on me trying to rush things out. The worst part about it is that model actually debuted together with the mid, with Hololive mid, I believe. 2020. Yeah, I think it's not that far from Hololive mid because mid is from 2020 as well, if I remember correctly. So that was a really bad time to actually try to debut something. I swear, the timing is really bad. Yeah, I mean, if you want to speed it up, feel free to donate in the link in the description down below. But I don't think we should do that. I mean, it's possible to speed it up with the help of you guys, but I don't really want to burden you guys about it right now. That's just stupid. You, you don't ask people for money directly. Okay. Oh, this is worse, really? Okay then. Okay. But yeah, my legendary giraffe neck is technically I was the one who kind of pushed that. Oh, I should do this fast and as cheaply as possible because this new entry model. Yes, I got it for cheap. It is kind of cheap as well at the same time. And by the way, that first Vtuber model that I have, that's the first time actually ran working on Vtuber art. By ran, I mean Renaisense, you know, the one on the link down there for if you want to check the artist of my model. Still the same guy. So, yeah, it's really nice to work with someone that you already trust. If I have to be honest with you, he's really nice. Like he kept telling me, you can go bankrupt if you do it wrong. Yet, yeah. Honestly, I might go bankrupt if I do it really wrong. he last week he even told me that I may go live on the street if you want to do certain things, like his idea that he suggests, but he don't want to do it because he knows I'm gonna live on the street if I decided to decide on it. It's hilarious. I love him. But yeah, The kind of stuff that we talk, man. It's hilarious sometimes. I'm not gonna tell you what that idea is because I want to keep it until I can have the money and actually pay for it. We're not doing it for the current model yet, obviously. But that idea is there and I really want to do it because that idea is so good. It's kinda his fault, but he's trying to stop me at the same time. It's really funny. I love him. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, back to the topic. The giraffe model was me rushing on it, so it's kind of my fault that it's in that way. It better not be marine theme. Marine as in what marine? Ocean marine or sailor or space marine? Honestly, if I think about it, even though I don't follow the Space Marine franchise, which is Warhammer, I believe, I think it will be really cool. But let's not do that. Aquatic life, okay. I mean, yeah, that will be really wet, isn't it? Oh, my dirty mind is working really well on that one. But joking aside, though, now I'm gonna say it's more of a post-apocalypse theme, but as in what way? Well, you'll just have to find out. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest about that at least. Covering that will be a hypocrisy, I guess. Hypocrisy. English is not my language. But joking aside, though, I would consider that the model would be based on apocalypse theme, post-apocalypse, but not exactly your typical post-apocalypse where everything is completely destroyed. So still kind of doing it. The closest thing that I could try to think about now that I write it better is it's more like Sin Duality. If you don't know what it is, that is technically a mech anime that is set in a post-apocalyptic world where you live in a colony, which is living in a prosperity quite a bit. So you deal with the post-apocalypse situation, but you're not exactly all the time trying to survive. I mean, you still do, but it's not as bad. But minus the mech, though, technically. So yeah, that is that. Yeah, this time it's not gonna be mech team again or racing team again. I'm sorry. Though in the case of racing, I'm kinda not exactly in the mood to go back racing anytime soon yet. Not sure what causing it, but maybe it's mostly because of I'm already working. It's kind of hard to use that exact time, which honestly I kind of want to go back to racing, but with the time that I have, yeah, let's not race at 2 a.m. I want to go back to that championship, to be honest, but that will be unwise, really unwise, in fact. So I'm probably not gonna go back to that championship anytime soon, which is kind of sad. I kind of wish I do, but at the same time, even if I have the schedule, if I'm not in the mood these days, I just don't want to do it. That's it really. It's that simple. At least for me. Let's be real, you're doing sim racing as close as to real driving as you can get. Yeah, true. Also, kind of make me realize that there is some bad habit that I develop while I'm sim racing when I try to apply it on real life. One of them is since I'm not using a VR, right? It's just that I'm constantly seeing the front a bit too much, in fact, to the point that I forgot there is backside and side, in fact, because you got, especially with the sim racing that actually have radar, that you actually got spoiled with it way too much. It's not good to have that. If you want to start real racing, you want to turn that off and start having a proper maybe VR setup for racing, which is not really viable at all or affordable at all, even with the Meta Quest. But it's just, yeah, it's super draining, both physical and mental. True, that's not a problem because in the end, the nature competitive is actually draining you physically and mentally. It's not exactly good to do it all the time unless you're Max Verstappen because or Fernando Alonso, because both of these guys, even on day off, they also race. Like, what the fuck? I swear to God. Both Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen on day off, they decided to just go racing to do some day off. It's crazy. Some people can do that. I don't. What else am I missing? Paper monitor setup would be your alternative from VR, given that you'd figure out a method to isolate the rig. I wish I could go with triple monitor. My space is just not accommodating for that. That's the thing. Like, having triple monitors would be really awesome, sure. But the space that I have, yeah, that's where problem begin. Because I cannot do anything about that unless renovation, but I'm still living with my parents. I cannot renovate the room. If anything, I should start saving, try to find a better work and start saving for a rent house or something. If I want to actually start racing again. But yeah, like, what am I missing? Wait, do I have to mount the stock first? No, it's this one, right? No? This. That. No. Oh, sometimes it's really confusing. The cost you sink is a ton, so it just makes sense that you have to spend just as much, if not more, time on the sport. True. But then this year I decided to try to be good at fighting games, so that is a contradiction technically. The thing is, at least with fighting game, all you have to do is just pull out your controller of choice without too much of a hassle, and you're good to go. That's the best part, at least, about fighting game. So you don't have to go try to do things and then stuff. So yeah, that's the other thing. The reason why I go into Assetto Corsa and get the sim rig is because I just want to drive. I completely forgot about it during the time I raced competitively on track.eu back then. And that's not good. Because you don't want to lose your very reason why you're doing it. I just enjoy driving. That's it. I mean, racing is part of the fun. That's true. I agree on that. But trying to commit to be good at it, that's a whole different story. Yeah, skill ceiling higher than anything I've seen besides rhythm games and speedrunning. Yeah, I don't know why I'm throwing myself into games that has a really high skill ceiling, to be honest, but I guess it's just fun for me to touch on them. Maybe that's why. I might be wrong though. Then I come to see guns being taken apart and put together, and suddenly I'm being hit with wise words of wisdom. Because that's the point of today's stream is not about the gun. We're just talking. We're just talking about a lot of stuff today. We're just talking about anything that we can talk about, you know? So, yeah. In my opinion, fighting game, racing game, rhythm game, and speedrunning, those has a really high skill ceiling. To the point that you have to at least play it every day, which I clearly don't want to do from time to time, but I'm gonna try on fighting game at least because, at least in my opinion, that's what really try to drag me in from time to time. Like, every time it's one of those things that every time I abandon it, it just want to drag me back again. Kind of like some more chaotic game, like, you know what it is. But yeah, in the case of fighting game with related to this year's goal, right? How do I say this? I legitimately want to do well in that game. Cause I don't know, there is something really appealing about trying to control yourself. Because controlling yourself is not exactly easy. And I'm saying that in a high regard because I am actually I'm actually a guy that really temperamental at times, which is, you know, a lot of people won't like, I must say, because you just get angry and basically end up causing problem with some people. It happens. But yeah, I think fighting game is much more rewarding though. Oh, why do you think so? I'm actually curious. What what's the thought process about that? Because honestly, I just think it's fun. I cannot really explain it, but yes, I can get angry because I keep losing. That's just normal, you know. But yeah, something is just really appealing, isn't it? Self control is a good trait to develop in all aspects. True, and I think fighting game does that. Like it actually teaches you how to control yourself a lot as a player. Like if you think about it, right? Ooh, that sounds really satisfying. Because you can actually apply a lot of stuff that you learn from fighting game to real life that is not involving fighting. Like patient and stuff is really more feasible when you're playing on a fighting game than when you're playing on other game, in my opinion. Because like, for example, on FPS games, right? Yes, you can play really patiently, but in FPS games, especially like Call of Duty, for example, which is there's a debate of that being good game or bad game these days, but putting that aside, it's much more rewarding if you keep running, rushing into your death, and then try to get some kills than trying to be patient, unless you're playing Search and Destroy, I guess. And then there is CSGO that, yeah, you still can be patient, but the patient is like you're waiting for your teammate from a lot of the time. Like, yeah, but that doesn't help because that doesn't exactly help because your teammate can still help you to just don't do this, okay? Stop. Meanwhile, in a fighting game, you have to do it alone. So yeah, I just think it's really cool seeing two dudes beating each other up and then being like GG at the end. That's such a cool vibe. You know what? I agree on that. I really agree on that. Even though sometimes some kind of got carried away because of the emotion, but most of the time, yeah, they end up really well. I mean, I did get carried away as well before with my emotion. Like I'm starting to take a piss at Edge, which that was on a privated stream. That was really dumb of me to be honest, but that's what happened when you're in the heat of a competitive game. And honestly, in a fighting game, you try to avoid it as much as you can. Otherwise, if you already get into that, your opponent is already winning. There is no other way to get away. If you already get tilted, you're gone. You have to snap out of it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna keep losing. Me on the way to use the backdash slide kick uppercut combo in real life. Please don't. I think you're going to hurt yourself more if you do that, Blocky. Oh, Blocky. But yeah, the essence of boxing in that matter, yeah. Like if it's proper boxing, not like streamer boxers. Streamer boxers are just dumb because they're just fighting because of the drama, and then let's just do it on a public boxing area. Yeah, I've seen that, and like, yeah, this is really dumb. But other than that, the one that's actually take the sports seriously. Wow, these guys, yeah, they will maybe trash talk before the fight and stuff, which is, you know, that's part of the fun, even though it can get tilting at times. But it's just after they're done, then yeah, all right, let's stay on the arena. We don't do it outside of it, okay? Good. And then they just go about their days, continuing their training, and prepare for the revenge match in the future, which is really amazing. Streamer sanctional fights, I'd watch those for meme content. I don't want to because I mean, yeah, there is some meme that you can make, but it's kind of tarnishing the sports, in my opinion. Because they actually did it out of trying to disrespect each other or just some made up drama, or sometimes an actual drama. So one thing that I'm still waiting is that Elon versus Zuckerberg when. That is the only one that I'm waiting. But on the bark no bite really, and some lawsuits. uh, but yeah, one of the reasons why I watch wrestling sometimes. Yeah, wrestling is just a made up drama, but it's actually really good. At least the one in the past, like, yeah, they've just made up. Yeah, we get it. They're not real. Some kids in my place actually did it, and let's just say the result is not ideal. But yeah, I mean, it's made up, but the stuff can be really good. But at other times, the really made up stuff is just really cool or just really hilarious to see. Like, you know, oh yeah, this is really fake, but I'm still gonna watch it because it's so funny. Like, it's good. It's a good stuff. Are you fucking serious? This is the only one. Yep. Oh, this is scary. Wrestling's kinda on the same direction. UFC, however. Oh god. UFC is kinda scary. UFC is MMA for the most part, right? Those are really, really scary. Like, dude, they actually bleed. Like, yeah, sure, there's still a referee in the middle to stop them, but sometimes even the referee got punched. it's it's really, really dangerous with that one, in my opinion, because they seriously attacking each other. I mean, they're still trying to be friendly afterwards, but holy fuck. Auto wrestling is kind of like, yeah, this is a show, let's make it a fun show, yeah. That's the fun part about old school wrestling. I don't know about now. Not to mention the landscape of modern society is just weird at times. Like, it's clearly made to be shown with violence, and then they try to, oh, let's make it less violent, please. It's just weird. But yeah. Like, it's just something that I kinda wonder what the modern landscape of society is changing. And while there are some good, which is nice, there are some bad too, so kind of cancels each other, so it's fine, really. But the thing is, sometimes the supposedly entertaining stuff is also getting hit for no good reason. I like, this is back to the FGCC a little bit. I watched a video where someone talk about you're a typical Twitter user that wants to have some sort of governmental body on a fighting game community. Like, what? Like, this is your typical Twitter user that, just want to change something for the heck of it. Like, oh, it's not really welcoming and stuff. Well, what's make it unwelcoming? Trash talk? No, trash talk is just tradition. If anything, that actually helps people to improve the mental fortitude in the fighting game, because if you cannot take a trash talk in a fighting game, that means you're not gonna be able to get any win at all. Trust me on that. Because the more you get angry just because some simple stuff, the more easier you get exploited by your opponent. That goes the same way with real life fighting as well. Like, yeah, sure, anime says that, oh yeah, you're gonna get stronger if you scream out of anger. No, you fucking idiot, that's not how it works in real life. Please don't do that. If you want to fight someone, stay cool, stay composed, because if you're not composed, you're gonna get easily parried, get grabbed, get beaten up in general. That's my. That is, by the way, a that's my past experience, by the way, when I'm still a kid. Like, on elementary school, that happened. On junior high, that happened. On senior high, that also happened. Like, when you're angry, you just easily get exploited. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. This is from the guy that actually get angry really easily, by the way. So, you can trust me on that. And making people much softer now, yeah, people are really easy to manipulate these days. Like, holy shit. Like, they will believe anything you say. until someone try to have the receipt. And even then, some people still doesn't accept that. Like, god damn, the proof is right in front of your bloody eyes. Are you blind to the point that you just decided that's not the truth? That's what you want to hear? Like, it happens. I don't get it. If you're gonna compose, prepare to decompose. Oh, that's really good. Oh, hello, Yuma. How are you? Oh, by the way, I hope everyone's doing fine after as rough as it is. I hope you guys are doing fine still. But yeah, it's just that I can't believe Matthew make a really good rhyme there. Matthew, you should make a shirt out of that. I swear that is really good. Make a shirt out of that. I really like that line. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, the pin, right. But yeah, what he has a point. If you're not composed, you get decomposed. 6 feet under. You know what I haven't tried on stream is the shooting gallery. Should we try that? Yeah, why not? Let's try. I wanna embrace that vibe of SpongeBob getting punched repeatedly by flats. Oh yeah. Like, he was so afraid about being hurt, but he's a sponge. He can take care of the impact to a certain extent. Obviously, I mean, there's a limit to certain things to stay intact, right? But yeah, that mentality of just kind of laugh it off. It's amazing. Aqua explains how Ana life works with fist. It's not even me who started it. It's actually Matthew that actually says that line. You gotta love that. But yeah, you need to stay composed at all time. Especially under pressure when you're clearly angry at each other, right? So yeah, let's try this. Oh, what the hell is this? How do I lower the sensitivity? Settings. Where is settings? That is ridiculously fast. Settings. I forgot what the setting button is in this game. I swear this interface is not that good sometimes. There it is. Control, mouse sensitivity, lower it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can always laugh at it. Okay, let's try this a little bit, yeah? Oh, why is it still fast? Why is it still fast? That's not 0, by the way, but it's really low. Do I really have to change my DPS setting for this? Because they don't scale it properly. They're still not scaling it properly. Is there any save button, by the way? Oh, there is save button. I'm an idiot. Didn't press that. I'm an idiot. There we go. I did. Did I press that? Okay. What is the pay button? Okay. Let's restart that. Oh, god dang it. One bullet. One bullet less. Start. Oh my god. Oh, so there is the. This is the sensitivity. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Hang on. Oh. Game? Okay. So this doesn't do anything. Why? Why? Why did I make it separate like that? Oh no, why? Okay, I mean, to be fair, that'll help a little bit. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Is the sensitivity so high? Also, why is the setting is on this side? Oh, now it's so low. Okay. Hey, got it. Okay. I have to do it at 600 point to get an achievement. Oh, I have to reload it manually. Dang it. This was the last shot that I got. Almost 2 minutes. One is trying to handle a rifle, and the other is trying to use it for longer ranges. Marksmen are the ones with better training and more accurate weapons. True. True. What's the difference between this and this? Also, this one just gone from Oh. Hang on. Okay. That is very hard. Just give me the big gun and I'll spam it downrange. No, there is a limitation. Ammunition is expensive, you idiot. I really want to do this. Maybe we should dedicate one day to actually do the flag cannon because this has 587 parts. That will be really interesting. Someday, okay? Someday. Not now though. Let's see. Yeah, I should buy this game. How much the cost for the entire DLC? This game has a flag cannon? Yes! In fact, it even has a tank. Look. There's a T-72, which got blown up a lot recently. I swear to God, why are they still using this? RT-90 at all? Maybe you need something that has a better construction. Yeah, there is bikes here, there is skeletons. Yes, we can assemble human. I'm not interested with humans. But I do interested with waifu, so you'll be the judge on that. Tank, I can understand. Why are there cars? Don't ask me! Don't ask me, damn gum. And hello! How are you? Okay, let's play with something that I already unlocked. Oh, you know what? Let's go with the P38. This thing looks really interesting as always. I've already done a lot of this stuff that I already unlocked, which I got most of them for free, thanks to one of the code they gave out a few years ago. I love them, but at this point, I need to spend money on this game because there is a lot more that I really want to just fiddle around, just see how it works. It's really fun to see the inside of stuff like this. I know it's dangerous or something, but then again, it's up to the user to handle it, right? It's user's responsibility to keep it safe. If the user decided not to be safe, then it's not safe. It's that simple. Well, I had my first day at work at Monday and died. Today I had to take my mom to hospital with broken feet. She ended up on 1 month off from work, and tomorrow I'm doing a different work. One that won't make me die. Okay. Oh my god. I hope your mom recover quickly. Because, you know, that's not good, basically. I mean, obviously it's not good. There is nothing good about broken foot. But yeah. Alright, slides off. P38. Oh, you gotta love the stuff here. But yeah, we were talking about a lot of stuff, fighting game and all, about controlling self, anger. Why are you staying in there? Like, you can just take it off together. This game sometimes like decided, you know what, this stuff comes off together, and then other times decided, you know, you have to put it one by one. I mean, it's fine though. It's video games. There is limitation to this kind of stuff, yeah. That's spring. Oh, I just remember. Should I get the 3D model game that actually assembled, you know, model kit simulator, just to see how different it is compared to how I do it in real life? Which I'm still an amateur by the way, so it's gonna be really interesting, right? To see how an amateur see that kind of game works. One that won't make me die. Okay, that was from the previous chat still. But yeah, I forgot what's the game called. Different developer. obviously. But it should be interesting if I ever done that, right? But I'm probably not gonna want to spend too much money though, because I'm still working on the Vtuber model for myself. And yeah, sadly it's not gonna be 3D. 3D is just way too expensive to do. Especially if you want to make it as faithful as the illustration. It's basically impossible to do as an amateur for me. I need to go back to 3D modeling, but I need to find the time. So now I actually learn some Japanese language. The time is actually getting smaller. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing fine. Okay, that's good to hear though, at least. Haha, yeah, fuck that small part. Oh my god. There's two of them. I swear to god, this game sometimes decided to group one thing and then separate another thing. Which is kinda dumb. Like that. Which, yeah, maybe as a gunsmith you will pull that out, but yeah. Oh yeah, I already mentioned that the theme for my next model is post-apocalypse, but not really in your usual post-apocalypse that you're desperate to try to survive so much. It's more like, yeah, the disaster happened, but we already find a way to survive. But the one that causing the disaster stays because fuck you, I guess. But yeah, it. The funny thing is, it started in the inspiration started with the God Eater, where humanity managed to find a way to fight back to keep the humanity alive a lot longer, something like that. And okay, where's the bloody pin? No, not that. This one? No. Okay, game, come on. It's that one. No, no. But yeah, it started as a. It started inspired by God Eater at first, but later on it evolved more, and it honestly, when I tried to read the thing again, it felt more like a Sin Duality series. Which, by the way, Sin Duality, despite that they already announced the game, they haven't released the Echoes of Ada, I think. But they do already release the anime, which is the Sin Duality Noir. And, well, it started to slant more like that, where there is already colony living separately here and there across the world. But they don't exactly desperately trying to survive every day, like just from day to day, but world's still kind of beautiful and stuff, you know, etc. etc. What's the last button I miss? And yeah, it's still on work, so there is still that there is still stuff that will change at some point. And it might be different as well when it comes to the design, because honestly, I really want to show you, but all the stuff that I'm working on, but that wouldn't be a surprise, isn't it? If I do that. Anyway, do you guys have anything that you want to discuss perhaps while we're at it? Here, while we're here, maybe some question or anything. Would be really nice to just have something to always talk about because I think I already shared a lot of things from my end, so I want to know what how's your end, right? Oh fuck's sake! Really? The bearing. That means this game sometimes, man. I thought it was a group. This might have gone under radar, but have you seen any early access demo gameplay of Night Runners? Ah yes, how could anyone forget? Night Runners! Night Runners! I think I haven't seen it, but I felt like I heard about it. Like I'm not even talking about Edge Runners because that one is completely different thing. I remember hearing about Night Runners, but I don't exactly know what it is. What about it? Is it a good game? Is it a bad game? I have it's a good game at least. Also, it's early access though. That's something that I really try to avoid to buy most of the time. Cause like yeah, concept is good, but are you gonna keep it like this as time goes by? Because I've seen some early access change so much from the original goal. It's ridiculous at times. I mean, Blocky for a gunsmith, it's kind of important to replace the bearing. Because it may just be the thing that actually holding back your gun. Or even worse, destroying it. So sometimes you want to make sure that it's intact. And what else? This one? No. Oh yeah, this one. Indie racing game that revives the Tokyo Extreme Racers vibes and early access. Oh, nothing. Everything is good. Tokyo Extreme Racer vibes and early access since it's behind a paywall from the dev's patron. Ah. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's kind of weird to me why they make a patron and making it early access at the same time. But you know what? Yeah, you do you, I guess. It's something that I don't understand sometimes, like why certain things is being done certain way. I mean, again, I'm not the one that's on the game, so eh. It's just something. Okay, so how is it so far? Demo itself is interesting, runs great on lower specs, and holds tons of potential. Maybe the method is to generate some funds in order to finish up the game. Yeah, I mean that could be it. Uh, I do hope that's it, really, in terms of why they do it, because if you know me, I'm not really liking into business model that really double dips at times. Like for example, iRacing, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, iRacing is great. I just don't like the business model. If you can afford it, feel free to do so, but I cannot support that. One game. Yes, I'm still calling it a game, even though it's a simulator to some, but it's still a video game at the end of the day. Still one and zeros, you know. But yeah, I forgot my train of thought already. But Oh yeah, that reminds me. Since we were speaking about game, to be honest, low fuel motorsport made me realize why iRacing is so popular. Since they do very similar format. Okay, that kind of makes sense actually. Necronos is getting Steam approval as of this year, so here's to seeing how it will evolve from there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I can't wait to see how they develop it further. But yeah, speaking of game development, recently I heard the a CEO of certain game company decided that gamers should get used to not owning anything. I'm actually pissed when I heard that. Like, really? You want me to own nothing and I should be happy about it? Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, man. I have no respect with that guy because I understand if your intention to make a live service, but telling people something like that, yeah, you greedy son of a bitch. Fuck off. Like, yeah, I can be greedy at times, as you can see when I'm trying to mash buttons, but god damn, he dared to say that? Yeah, fuck that, fuck off. That's an Orwellian quote if I ever heard one. Yeah, it is used so much today. Like, I don't even read the goddamn novel or watch the movie, but goddamn, like, why do bloody people decided that this dystopian book, let's make it as our guide? What is wrong with you, rich bastard? Sometimes I just don't get it. Like, come on, just fuck off. I know you want money, but that's not how you do it. Like, I forget what company it was exactly, but he was the CEO of it. But holy fuck, they are really bold to say that. I hope the best of luck to you, but people have to learn that live service sucks. Online only game that you paid also sucks. People have to learn that. Because the moment it dies, it's gone. Yeah, fuck that. I don't want my game to be gone just because you decided you're gonna end it and you need more money to so you make another game. Yeah, you will own nothing and be happy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, dude, I understand that company needs money to run. The company needs money to run the server as well. But to say that directly to your customer like that, as if that we should just accept it. Yeah, I don't think anyone is happy about it. I mean, sure, free to play model is popular, but it's free when you start it. You can pay anytime you want. You can pay however you like, how much you like, but you're not forced to pay to prolong the game. But then this greedy ass bastard dare to say something like that to their own customer. You know what? I hope the best of luck for you because I'm not going to support you. It's that simple. We customers are simple, you know. If you can make it as appealing as possible, but if people find that there is some sketchy stuff that you're trying to do, we cannot trust you. It's that simple. It is that simple, but not to mention, it's just another excuse for the dev, for the publisher to make the dev make a lazy game. Happens way too much. It happens way too much. Like even now with DLC stuff, you know, I'm still going to give a try to that one mod for Assetto Corsa that turns it into Gran Turismo, but the battery isn't cheap. Yeah, just no, yes. I mean, I want to support them, but Patreon is not exactly cheap. That's one thing. In fact, it's not cheap at all from time to time. So yeah, but back to that one greedy CEO who let them speak or let him open his mouth like that. I can't believe that. Like, if you have a bad intention, don't publicize it. Come on. Hell, even if you have a good intention at all, I don't think he has. Even if you have a good intention at all, keep it hidden as well. Nothing's cheap anymore, sadly. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, there is always independent stuff that's gonna be really cheap, but other than that, which devs we're talking about here? The one that just happened to say it like yesterday, I think. It's just this week happened. Basically making everyone just wake up, reading that and chose violence. I think it was Ubisoft. Was it? Was it Ubisoft? Or is it? No, it's not Gameloft. Gameloft doesn't say much about their stuff from what I remember. They don't even say anything on the PR side. uh, but yeah, I think it was Ubisoft. And they and it's kind of line up with how they handle Trackmania recently, by the way, where they remove a lot of stuff for the free tier, and now you have to subscribe at all. Like, I don't think if you if you do that, because technically you're taking away something from the game, right? From this free player. I don't think that's a good move, because if anything, if the player is a pure free to play player like me, for example, as you have seen a lot of time when I'm playing free to play games, yeah, people would just leave. Why would they play when the developer can decide just, yeah, this tier, we don't need you. I mean, I know, but comparing it before they decided to cut off some part of it, and after that, player that just want to play the campaign now just decided this is not worth my time. We don't get to complete the entire thing. We just leave. So yeah, and they merged the $10 and $30 to 20. I mean, at least the $30 people will be happy. The $10 doesn't. It's not gonna be happy about it. At least that's how I look at that, because it's it's just money at that point. Like at this point, I just stick with indie games for the most part. Like yeah, I mean I just buy a AAA games again last year with Bandai Namco. I don't know why I keep buying their games sometimes. I mean some of them are good, but some just why do I even buy it? Like kinda high hope on Motorfest, but Ubisoft were like nah, we're going to mess you up. I'm just gonna say this. Any game that you have to pay and then you have to stay online to play it, that is immediately garbage tier. Don't play it. I mean, again, I'm not going to stop you if you want to, but I'm going to, because honestly, I can sound a bit hypocritical because I told you that let people enjoy what they like, but when the intention of the opposing company is really clear with the direction of the game, I don't think you should support it. At least that's my logic. If you still want to support it, then feel free. I'm just gonna retreat to indie games. Because indie games these days just great. Like there's a lot of indie games that is really great, really fun, has a lot of potential, which sometimes they didn't realize they haven't tapped. So yeah, like hell, recently I find out there's another fighting games that is in the works that looks really awesome. And I'm going to follow the update, see if they have anything interesting. Trackmania with microtransaction would be way worse than a subscription, in my opinion. It really depends on how they deal with the microtransaction. Because for me, okay, at least for me, since I'm so used to it, I'm a bit biased with the way some games deal with it. But for me, okay, if it's just free and then you can access a lot of the stuff and then just some microtransactions for some stuff, I'm fine with that. But the game needs to be free at the beginning. But then again, subscription also works the same, so yeah. It's just I just don't like subscription. That's not a thing. So I'm quite biased of subscription based model. It just sucks for me. But then there is an argument that they cannot keep making content too much if they use microtransactions, which is true because then when you have microtransactions, you're going to focus on developing the microtransaction stuff instead of the main game, unlike the subscription based, right? But again, the main problem that I have with what Trackmania did was cutting off some stuff for the entry level. Like, I play it, I enjoy the free tier before, but now that I know that it's not as good as before, right? Obviously, I just said this is not worth it anymore. Why do I even keep playing? In my opinion, they should have cut off rank. So yeah, rank, people already make their own rank by using the leaderboards and community ran tournament. Hell, they even have official tournament. But Dedicated rank mode, and that's it's very debatable to some games. Like if it's pure PvP, like you can make contact directly, right? Like fighting games, for example, or FPS games. Yeah, I can see why you want a rank system to be in there. But something like Trackmania, which is just a time attack, like, okay, but why? That's my biggest question. That is my biggest question when it comes to Trackmania. Like, it's not even a real racing. Like, it's just time attack. But you do it as fast as you can. I know that sounds very disrespectful, which that's not my intention here, but I'm talking about, like, the context of, you know, competitive rank. So your times do record if you're on free, but you can't see it. Because free version is demo, it was always intended to be a demo. Well, true. But again, my point here is that they take away some parts from the free version. I mean, from the demo. So that's if someone that's already been playing on free because they cannot afford much and they just want to enjoy their time playing whatever they can, that means you just reduce the enjoyment time and the player retention from the game. But then again, that may be just how I think about it. I might be wrong. Oh, fuck's sake. This is the one, really. Maybe less of people just play the campaign for free and nothing else. Yeah, true. You can make an argument about that. But so they thought maybe if we cut it off, people will pay. But I think it's gonna backfire. It's going to backfire because if there is a lot of people that play, right? So that means there is already established people that play it like that. Yeah, I mean the entire, yeah, sure, I guess you can keep it. But this decision, I don't know. It's kind of mixed bag. The subscription themselves, yeah, it's fine. You start as free anyway. It's fine to have subscription. But going back to taking things off, the thing is, the people that's already just play it for free, if they find out that it's just less, right? I think it's knowing how free to play players works significant amount of people that usually play would just leave. Because why would they want to continue if they're just going to take away the access? And even if they decided to revert that back, it's already too late because you already done it. Because because people already see your intention at that point, and they don't have any reason to try to reason with you, especially with internet peoples of the day, where no one's want to back down from their argument. That's one thing. So it's the moment people lose trust, gaining their trust back is gonna be really difficult. We've seen that a lot. I personally experienced it, in fact, because it did happen. Because I did do that before to my parents, and for years I'm being labeled as liar. Though that's a consequence of my own bullshit, really. But that's also when I was a kid. Yeah, that consequence is damaging the family quite a lot of time, that's for sure. Though it's getting better now, so I'm glad that I somehow kinda try to fix it at least. But looking back though, where's the hole? But yeah, people change through time and mistakes. It's best it happens sooner rather than never. Yeah. Because if you never make that mistake, you will never learn, and by the time it happens, it's probably gonna be really bad. Really bad. So, you know, I don't like, yeah, how do I say this? What the hell am I taking off here? Oh, the bolt, right. This issue with publisher and their marketing sadly make touching grass feel cheaper. True. Honestly, touching grass would be a lot better at that point. So it's not foolproof because I mean, if the one that's being the victim of this developer is someone like me, which I honestly enjoy riding my bike around the town, then yeah, I would be fine, but others not so much. And again, always speak with your wallet these days. It when it hurts. Like yeah, they will stop developing the game, but at that point, honestly, I just rather see the game dies, because they already abused it. Then why would I try to defend them, right? Defending someone that is already at fault is not always the best idea. Like most of the time, it's bad. I mean, there are some good, but you gotta know the context first before trusting that at all. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to pull out here? This? No. Psych? No. Oh, that's the stock. No. Okay, I'm confused. What am I missing here? But anyway. Hint. Oh. Oh, clicking that is just hellish. But yeah. It's just that I just don't see any benefit of trying to take some things away when they already have it. I mean, if the game was intended to be like that from the beginning, I think people would be more accepting. But the way they did it, never take away a feature. People would be really mad. Like, unless it's understandably bad, like it's really it doesn't balance the game out, for example, and stuff. Unless that, other than that, I don't think you should take away any feature whatsoever. Even if it's in the name of making money. Actually, especially in the name of making money, because if you do that, people lose faith on you. good luck getting their trust back. Cause why would they trust someone that's decided to just make their stuff much less enjoyable, right? I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with me about that. Okay, what the hell am I missing again? What does that has to do with anything? Huh? Oh, that... Of course. If it's real life, I would find that at least. God dang it. But yeah. Anyway, that CEO is just... No. I don't want to meet him. There's no need actually. He has no business with me, I don't have business with him. So... Yeah. Okay, you know what? That's a bit somber. But yeah, let's talk about something else, I guess. So next week, I may actually stream less, due to my job. Okay, you want me to explain you guys in a really bad way on the next job that I'm doing? I've I have a really bad line that I have came up in my mind. Maybe not. Is it? Yeah, probably not wise to do that. I mean, it's not bad. Tedious, sure, I guess, but if I describe it really badly, I don't think anyone would understand what kind of job that I'm in. On you, however, you want to explain it, how to get cancelled starter pack. Yeah, do not try this at home. So basically, I'm gonna go send out away to the mine. Yeah, that's really out of context. No, it's not gulag, don't worry. But yeah, I just want to make that joke for a bit. Is it bad if I do it like that? It's probably bad. But yeah. But basically, I'm gonna go quite far from where I usually work because there is a field job that I need to do. So, in fact, I'm probably gonna stay over with my boss on that business work. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to work on. Gonna have to stay there, so cannot stream. Overseas? No, 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 no. It's not overseas. That is way. I mean, mate, if it's overseas work, I wish I'm being paid more. No, it's just from different province. That's it. Not going overseas. I wish it is, but no. But it's if it's according to plan, it's gonna be done in the same week, so I still can stream in the same week. So yeah. It's definitely gonna be a lot of work though. But hopefully, if it goes according to plan, I'm gonna be back before weekend. So yeah. And oh yeah, speaking of which, I haven't published a schedule right this week. That's because of the the exact reason is because of that as well, because um we are waiting for confirmation from the other side to actually get there, but we haven't got anything at all, so it got delayed to the next week basically. So yeah, I can stream, but I just got the news today, so that's why I don't have the schedule up. Yeah, scheduling on work stuff is really tedious at times, huh? But hey, at least I got money, so there is that. What I don't get is that where's this last part? Oh fuck's sake! There's still one more. Down there? No. Oh, I gave up. Which one did I miss? Don't worry about the schedule if next week's gonna be a busy one. Yeah. It's gonna be very busy next week. But hey, at the very least, there is gonna be some travel, so would be really interesting. Not gonna take a pictures though, because that is a little bit too much to share for me. So yeah. Um yeah, but this week though, I have a collaboration with Drea, which by the way, she just returned a few weeks ago into Vtuber scene. So yeah, I'm going to bring her into Idol Showdown as per usual. I love bringing people into that game because that game is actually pretty fun to play even as a beginner. So I would love to see how she react to the game, because as you have seen many times on the channel, whenever I bring out the collab with other VTubers to play Idol Showdown, there is a lot, like two of them. Is it two already that is newbie? Yeah, yeah, it's two. Iza and Aya. You know, the the way that a complete beginner plays. So I don't know how Drea would fare against compared to them, because like every time, okay, because of how fighting game works, right? They don't prompt the button that you can press in tutorial with the actual button that is maybe for on a keyboard on your controller. This is actually due to the tradition of arcade games where the buttons is unlabeled on arcade. So I mean there is label, but on the tutorial section, on the instruction section, not the game itself usually, especially in the past. So you kind of expect that everyone would know. Like most fighting game developers just kind of trying to expect that, oh yeah, people just know what to press. But in reality, now that we're in a console era, no. As you can tell from my friends that is new, they cannot find the button when, especially the keyboard user like Aya and Isa last time. Like, oh yeah, I should press L for the L attack, which is by the way like attack. When in reality you have to press U. I think it's U. No, it's J. So it's just, yeah. It's very confusing for beginner because they can expect that the one that's playing is gonna be mostly fighting game player, but yeah, John Holt is actually quite surprised that uh the beginner is actually having a rough time to understand what to press. So that is something that need to work on. Like honestly, they probably already work on it, but before the next the next big patch coming out at some point in the future, because they kind of spoiled it on their New Year video. Uh, that next that big patch will change a lot. I'm pretty sure. So maybe the user interface, maybe something, I don't know. But if they change the way the button prompt works, especially on the tutorial section for a lot of beginner, I don't think I will see how they will react with the current system, because the current system is what is still used today by a lot of fighting games. Even the indie one, like Idol Showdown, also use it, right? So that is something that I am really curious as to whether they will change or not. So before that ever change, I want to see if I I just want to see if they actually make it a bit easier for beginner to understand, because like again, the actual beginner doesn't know logo based button press. I mean, Grand Blue versus even before the right re-rising. No, Grand Blue versus Rising. Even before that version, they actually has the option to show which style of button that does what. The problem is, by default, it's not the console button. So it's end up being really confusing to a lot of beginner. I did wonder why that haven't seen him stream any SEC races. Yeah, busy stuff, man. I want to race again, but at the same time, I do kinda fell out of love from racing thanks to the competitive nature of racing. But I just still want to drive, but it's just a hassle to to prepare the rig. I think the real reason is just I'm being lazy to prepare the sim rig whenever I want to drive, even though it's just once a week. Yeah, we really need some single player sim racing title. Yeah, true. We haven't have any of that for a long time. Like the reason why the old Gran Turismo is really enjoyable for a lot of people is because it's single player. Like the multiplayer is a bonus, yeah, which is nice, but the single player is where it's at. The worst part is even the creator of Gran Turismo doesn't understand that is what make Gran Turismo is fun. And yeah, I don't see they will make any improvement on the egg release, the egg mainline release of Gran Turismo at this point. If they ever make one in the next 10 years. Like I remember, I remember I'm saying that I love the creator of Gran Turismo, but that if you clip that aged like a really old milk. Because now I just don't see that I'm going to like any new Gran Turismo. Because not to mention it's also online only. If you want to do anything at all, if you have most of the stuff is locked behind online, so yeah, it's garbage. It's auto garbage. Anything that's already paid and then it requires server to connect to do anything at all, like even accessing the single player, yeah, that's garbage. I know if you, I know people that love Gran Turismo would hate me on that, but Gran Turismo 7 would hate me on that, but for me, yeah, it's garbage. I don't want any of that bullshit. Formula One games are ironically doing it best right now. Wait, what happened with that one EA games? Because usually EA's, you know, uh, yeah, it's EA. What can I say? Everyone already knows about EA and their shenanigans. The market for single player sim racing remains crazily niche, unfortunately. Forza Motorsport 2023 and GT7 remain a simcade with both being console exclusive, stupidly enough. I mean, yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is, as I mentioned, with the GT7 at least, if you want to play anything, even the single player, you have to go online. That is stupid. And people is worried about what happened to Need for Speed Payback Heat, which some people love. I don't. So kind of unfortunate for me, but I don't like Need for Speed Payback Heat. But it's just, how do I say this? It's just that you know, like why do you have to go online when you just play single player? As far as I know, F1 games didn't really change from the times it was just Cody's. I don't remember stating this last year, but the racing games genre is at a slow fall. And no one can save it because every single race game developer always think that, oh yeah, we just need to make it a good race. But then, you know, we've been doing that for years at this point. Online for DRM's sake, yeah, that's another one which is make me want to puke. Like, you know, yeah, like don't worry, I'm only doing acting on that one, not real. But you see the problem, right? Like, what's up with this game? Trying to stay online at all time. Like, what happened if this one guy? I know it's very specific example, but hear me out. This one guy who happened to be just people that can afford anything really, like anything they want, right? Up to a certain extent. They buy the console, they buy computer, they buy the game physically, by the way. Physically, not digitally. We're talking about physically. Get home, which is in the rural area where downloading is kind of hard sometimes, but it's just a peaceful place to play or just live in general. and then they turn it on, and then they have to wait for hours for the download. That's one thing, which is, that's a given with a lot of games because patch and stuff. But then, when they want to just play because this connection is so slow, it just cut him off from the server and told you, oh yeah, there's no internet connection. Now you can play the single player. That guy is gonna be really pissed or disappointed depending on how they deal with it. So it's just not a good move in general. Like, I hate it. People that doesn't know yet would realize it way too late because it's been years, and the moment they start it on, wait, why is the game not working? I have the game. Crew Motorfest is also gonna be dead in 10 years. At most. No, at least. At least in 10 years. At most, it's probably like 20 years. But within 20 years, I'm pretty sure they will shut it down. Like, we've seen a lot of Ubisoft games being shut down and they cannot play it anymore because fuck the player. Paying full price for a game that you can play by having a bad connection makes you wish that devs would know any better. It's gonna be that when it stops being profitable. Yes. And the problem is, the game should stay. I know, like, I still understand if it's a subscription based or free to play based, that's fine. Or whatever live service that's stopped with free. But something like Crew 2 Motorfest, yeah, the moment that died, you cannot play it anymore. Hell, we're just gonna see with the original crew because that's also required to stay online. We'll just see what happened to that game. Maybe in next 5 years. I'm guessing it's gonna be next 5 years. That's the fastest. At this point, you're doing a single purchase for the long-term experience and not for the ownership. Yeah, but then why? Why even sell it? Why even sell it with a full price? I don't like it. Like, what if I want to be nostalgic and go back to that game years after the server shut down? I know you can make the same argument with the free-to-play and subscription-based game, but paid games? Really? Yeah, I mean, but I wish that's not the default, That's the thing. If the following of if the followers of the game is just small, then that game is as good as that. Once the server got plug out. Yeah, I mean, DDU, yeah, sure, I guess. Liam would love to talk about that, to be honest. I kind of want to try to talk something with him at some point. It'll be really fun with him. But it's been done before. It's a matter of having the cult following to boost the support. Yeah, but what are the chances, right? Like, not all games have that luxury. Hell, Multiverses, that Warner Bros. Game that was in eternal beta and then suddenly shut down. Yeah, it won't come back. The world is apparently better under community's control. Only missing the player base. Yeah, it's really weird. But I don't know, man. I just kind of wish in the future people realize that some of these developers just want your money in I mean every developer just want some money out of their project if they're lucky, right? But I'm talking about like some of these developers just so greedy to the point that they will try to make everything paid. Hell, that Rockstar guy, CEO thing, I don't even want to call that because I'm sick of that guy, to be honest. He want to make us pay per hour of play. Yeah, I'm not supporting Rockstar, and I do love their old games like San Andreas, and honestly, that's the only one that I play really because I'm not really into open world that much. But man, you know, it's only a matter of time AAA developers is dead because of what they're doing. Like unless they're doing it right, but most of the one that we thought that can do good now doing something like that. Honestly, even me and Bandai Namco has some sort of love hate relationship because I still love their games, but sometimes they do have some questionable stuff. But yeah, at the very least, when it comes to fighting game, because people constantly switching title simply because oh this game is good, oh that game is also pretty good, I want to try that as well. It's just people going to do to keep fighting game under the watch of community regardless of who's developing it. And honestly, fighting game is thriving recently, so I'm kind of glad. I mean, sure there are some mistakes still that is being made by some of this big publisher, and one of them is Warner Bros. Of all thing. Like why? Like if you see a big giant movie maker decided to own a game developer, it's a death sentence to the dev team. It's only a matter of time. But with the yeah sure, but for the most part, fighting games has been doing kind of alright, even under all sorts of trouble. I'm kind of glad. And yeah, also Capcom, please just stop with your stupid DRM bullshit. Also counting modding that doesn't affect anyone else as a cheating. Yeah, why? Also, there's another downside of online only games. You cannot mod it. At least as long as the game's still live. Which is really sad to be honest. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is tedious 200%. Tough fun. Though fun, yeah. It seems fun. I don't want to touch it because it's kind of too crazy for me. I'm not really into as not multiplayer, but multi-character play. I'm actually suck at that. Like even if you see me playing Edo Shodown, I rarely use my assist, which I really didn't get used to be honest. But yeah, considering that I did it out of pure having fun without any nostalgia to the game since it was my first playthrough, I wouldn't call it tedious. Oh, Midnight Club 3. Okay, sorry. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is MVC, not MC. Midnight Club 3, yeah. That would be actually really awesome. Pretty fun. I never finished it because as a kid I suck at racing. I'm doing much better now, but I'm still kind of press reset button too much. But yeah, maybe someday we will revisit that. But I need to finish, at least finishing the Burnout Revenge campaign or Burnout 3 campaign. I think it's Revenge that I want to finish because that one is the most fun that I had back then. Finish that, and maybe I should revisit the Midnight Club 3. How about that? Would be really interesting, yeah? But when can I finish it? That's the good question. We just refreshing to play Flashed Out Arcade Racer for once. Yeah, true. Man, I kinda miss when developer release a game that is complete. These days, oh man, it felt incomplete when they first released it. It's just leave a mark. Kinda sad, man. You know what? I think I need to get some rest for now. I just talk. I don't even touch any of the gun again. So, yeah. That I can agree. Makes me wanna boot up Ridge Racer 64. Oh my god. Classic Ridge Racer. That's gonna be very interesting to see. Kinda can't wait for Night Runners as well. I see. Yeah, I'm kinda hopeful with the indie scene. The indie scene is really great, full of interesting game that is going to be released this year. Honestly, this year's only AAA games that I'm buying it's gonna be Tekken. I kinda want to buy Grand Blue versus Rising, but it's I don't feel like it's worth the full price after I already buy the original game like 2 or 3 years before that one released. So maybe sometimes, probably not gonna ever because I always say later whenever there is a wish list. But yeah. Also, yeah, not buying AAA games because they don't run on my PC anymore. True, that's another problem on its own. Yeah, after some spending that I'm going to do this year, the rest of the year I'm going to try to save for a new PC as well. This PC that I'm using right now is gonna be a stream PC, and I'm gonna set up as a dual PC stream, so it's not gonna strain the PC that is used as the gaming side. So yeah. Anyway, I guess that is it for today. I'm going to upload the schedule maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. And on Friday, I'm going to collab with Drea, and we're going to do it a lot earlier than how I usually stream because, well, kind of hard to find the time. So yeah. Anywho, I guess that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, I'm keeping my eyes on you, so keep on living, buddy. Keep on living. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Right, I need to work on my lore now, on my bloody Vtuber model. That's gonna be a lot of works.